Hey guys, it's Ajanique. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this soft, simple, beautiful makeup look. This is how I do my makeup every single day. So with that being said, if you're interested, keep on watching. I would put my contacts in for this video, but do I really need them? I'm not going to keep this too long. I'm going to try to keep this super short, but I'm going to start by moisturizing my lips with this Vaseline here. It's in Creme Brulee. It's my absolute favorite. Alright, so we really got to get into these brows first. First things first. I already primed my face. As a moisturizer, I like to use this Pond's Dry Skin Cream. My face gets super dry in the winter, and it's just not cute. Just going to use my NYX brow glue to do my brows. Please do not mind my acne breakouts. It's been real. My skin has been going through the absolute worst, especially since it's winter time. I'm just gonna lay down the top part of those brows, lay them down a little bit. Make sure they're all going the same way. I'm just gonna fill in my brows using the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil in medium brown. Just kind of go in the direction of my brow hairs. They're a little, I don't know, I think I just like to keep them more natural, so I don't fill them in as much. So right now I am just carving out my brows. Keep it really simple, really natural. It's really hard for me to talk on this part. I finally found a brow routine that doesn't take an excessive amount of time. Like, I literally just underline it and blend it in on my lid, and I'm just about done. So I'm just going to blend that concealer on my lid. I really need to be put onto another concealer because the one that I use literally runs out so fast, and it's kind of expensive for that little thing. It's so good, but it runs out so fast. So now I'm going to take my foundation. I am using the Fenty Beauty foundation, the hydrating one, in the shade 410. This is my foundation shade, but I also like to use it on top of my brows because I don't like, you know, a dramatic brow anymore. I just like to keep it really simple. Take a little bit and just use that on the top of my brows for a more natural look. And we're gonna blend that out. And if there's any areas that I need to fill in, I just take my pencil again. Like, for example, this one little section right here needs to be filled in a little bit more. So I kind of just go back in with my brow pencil and just fill it in a little bit. I just take this NYX brow glue again. I literally have 2 of these because they're just that good. I'm just gonna set my brows, make them bushy a little bit more. Then we are all set with the brows. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with my foundation, everything like that, base, whatever you wanna call it. I use 2 foundations. I use the Fenty Beauty and the Juvia's Place matte foundation in the shade Kampala. Apply that just a little bit. Evens it out for me. And just add, and then gonna blend everything in with a foundation brush, cover up all that acne that I don't want to see. I cannot. My skin, every winter, my skin just decides to break out terribly. So now I'm going to take some concealer. I'm going to go in with this Warm Honey concealer that is literally out. So I have to scrape the bottom because look at how much it gave me. No. On the chin, forehead, right around my nose. And then I'm going to take this, it's a foundation stick, but I use it as contour. This is from Makeup Revolution in the shade 4, I said 4, in the shade F18. And I'm just going to contour my nose a little bit. First, we want to make sure that we're giving that concealer time to dry a little bit, because if you blend it in as soon as you put it on, it's not going to give you that much coverage. So I'm just blending out this nose contour here. I'm going to take my concealer again, and we're just going to conceal the sides of our nose and bring it down. This is the key to a perfect nose contour. Alright, so now we're just going to contour the rest of the face using our contour stick. And our forehead. I'm just going to buff out this contour. I gained a little weight in my face, so it's a little bit much right now, but I'm learning to deal with it. Okay, so now we're gonna blend using this e.l.f. blending sponge. The absolute best makeup sponge ever. This concealer is actually going to serve as my base concealer, just to cover up my dark circles a little bit, because I am going to go in with a much lighter concealer. I'm going to take this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer as a highlighting concealer. I'm going to use the shade Beige, and I'm only going to put it right in the inner corner here of my eye. A dot there and a little bit there. And I'll give that some time to dry. I am going to take my setting powder and set my smile lines, just because they drive me crazy every day. I am going to first use this Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Cocoa Naughty. This is the first one I use. I'm just going to use that first. Just around the perimeter of my face, set that contour. I'm gonna go in with this Juvia's Place bronzed duo kit thingy. I'm gonna use this first one here, just a little bit, because a little goes such a long way with this bronzer. Like, look at that. Added the best dimension to my face, and I didn't even have to use much. Alright, let's blend out that concealer. And then I set right away to prevent any creasing under my eyes. You know when you do your makeup and your nose start to run a little bit? Happens to me every time. Every time. A little quick little finger pat check. I don't normally do eyeshadow, but lately I have been. I just like to take my bronzer, this first shade here, and just buff that all over my lids, just to give it some type of dimension. and I kind of blend it into my nose contour a little bit. So, alright, so now I'm gonna take some blush. This is the Juvia's Place Blush Volume 1 Duo Kit, and I'm gonna use this orange one here and just buff it in there. And a little bit on the nose. Now it's time to carve out that contour. So I'm just going to carve it out a little bit. Carve out my nose. Alright. Take a brown liquid liner. This is the NYX Epic Wear Waterproof Liner. I do need a mirror for this, so please bear with me. But I'm just gonna create like a little wing. That's pretty much it, because eyeliner with me is literally like a hit or a miss. It works one day, it looks good one day, and then the next day it don't. So we just gonna have to work with what we got. So right, and now we're gonna highlight. I am using the Lancome Radiant Rose Gold highlighter. This is definitely an OG for me. You can use whatever highlighter you want, but me, honey, I'm gonna stick with this one. Like, it just has like a pink rose gold tint to it. Y'all just don't know what you're missing on this one. And then you take a little bit on my forehead here, even though my forehead is big enough. I don't need it to be any bigger, but I like the way it looks. I'm just saying, can we bring back the 2016 version of makeup? Because there was nothing wrong with it. All of a sudden, soft glam looks come knocking at the door, and everybody done forgot about 2016 makeup. Okay. Alright, so now that that is pretty much done, I'm just going to dust off this excess powder here. We looking snatched, bronzed, and beautiful, okay? Line my waterline a little bit with this brown eyeshadow. Woo! This normally doesn't bother me, but today it's pushing it a little bit. Okay, while my lashes are drying, I'm just gonna add on some quick mascara. This is the Morphe Make It Big. Absolute favorite, new favorite. Okay, so the key to my makeup look, how I get it extra natural looking and beautiful. Watch this lip combo and take notes, because this is probably the best lip combo I have ever came across. I'm going to line my lips with the NYX Urban Cafe lip liner. So, this is how I do my lips. I'm going to line them. I need a mirror for this, sorry. And I overline a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Blend it in. Looks pretty already, period. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Caro. It's like this pink nude color right in the center. This is a matte lip, so that right there. I'm gonna clean up at the top, blend it in a little bit at the top. I'm gonna go back in and just do my Cupid's bow over. Just to give it some more definition. I'm going to take some setting powder, just a little bit, and set the cream, because it does take a little bit to dry down. And I find that by adding like a brightening powder, it makes it pop even more. So now all that we have left is to just pop on some lashes. These lashes, if you're wondering, these are the Kiss lashes in Royal Silk. They're made to look like lash extensions, so I think that's why I love them so much. I have to sneeze. Don't do it, girl. You look bomb right now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Alright, and this is the finished look. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please make sure to subscribe. There's going to be more makeup looks on the way, honey, okay? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.